Hey people, welcome to another update on Star Citizen 318 live? Question mark? Yeah, not so much, folks. It is broken. It is fully broken, and you barely get past this loading screen. And even if you do, and even if you get past the next one, even after several attempts, the game is just not going anywhere. You can barely claim ships, forget about doing missions, and really, I insist, it's not even worth getting in. Now, a few things I want to say right away, because there's so many of these content creators that are still, keep on selling the shilling away. Anyway, you know how this goes. A few things. First of all, the only trick that works, keep trying several times. There's no other fix, not unlogging and logging back or erasing shaders or users, folders, or any of that bullshit. No. The only thing that works, try several times. Eventually you get through. I mean, I've done. I insist, even after 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes of trying, even if you do get through, it's really not worth it because it's so broken. It's just frustrating. You cannot buy anything. I mean, just check the previous video on the channel. There's really no point in you trying to do what you see me doing here. But that's the only thing that will possibly get you through. Forget about doing anything else. It's all on them. And that's where we get to the next point. It's all on them. It's all on CIG. It's all on Chris Roberts and the people behind Star Citizen, the company. And here's where we have to talk about some hard facts, which I often talk about in the channel, and people sometimes don't like. I like the game. If I didn't, I wouldn't do videos about it. I wouldn't even waste my time on it. As I've said so many times, it's worth your 45, 50 bucks, maybe a little bit more if you want, but not more than that, because at the end of the day, the money is not going into this, into fixing these things, into developing, into making more, and doing the things that you think the money is going towards. No, the money is going into financing a company for profit, which is great. They make money. They found a way of making a ton of money out of an unfinished game, which is not typically how these things work. You develop a game, you spend money, you sell the game, profit. In this case, is you have a mechanic of a game, and you have a bunch of ships which you keep on selling, and you make more ships, you keep on marketing without further development, without fixing all of these known issues, and you keep selling and selling and making more money. You keep on backing, funding, pledging, whatever you want to call it. You're giving money to a company that is not doing what you probably think they're mostly doing, which is working on the game, making it better. Just not the way it works. They have, I would love to honestly know how much people they have working on these things. Guys, this was supposed to be out in December, right? 4 months later, and this is how they launch a broken mess. If there had been enough hours, if there had been enough people working on taking these things seriously, you wouldn't have seen this disaster. This is all glued together, last minute, a little bit of duct tape here and there, some crazy glue, meshing it all up and throwing it out there, and this is what you have. A horrible mess, because the money is going into capitalizing the company. The money is going into what? The things that we know about. We talk about known facts. The money is going where? Buying new offices, buying new buildings. That's called capitalizing a business, a corporation that you actually own. That's great for the owner of the company, but that's not the money going into development of the actual game. The amount of money invested in developing the game doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a company that makes money out of promoting the mechanic that already exists and selling ships. Sell ships, market, promote, have some guys on YouTube, talk up how great all of this is, when we all know that it's, very, very limited what we see made in terms of progress, and sell some more ships. And more ship sales, and bullshit patches with very little or nothing on them, and then selling more ships again. And more marketing, and that's what they're great at. People think, oh, the company has problems, they don't communicate. No, they communicate exactly what they want to communicate. Very little. Oh, it's so poorly managed. No, it's perfectly managed. It's making a ton of money. That's good for a business. That's what a business for profit is supposed to do. Make a ton of money for the owner. That is doing perfectly well. Oh, but it's developing the game? Yeah, not so much. It's developing a great business for the people that own the company. But in terms of the game, for people backing, paying for this to happen, you will be terribly disappointed. Folks, enjoy what you have, when it works, which is not always, that is, yeah, but be an adult. Be a grown-ass man and accept the things that are nice, which I mentioned often enough, and accept these things that people call me a hater for calling it out months ahead of this mess right now. And there you go. The proof of what I was saying all along, this is exactly what I was talking about. There's just not enough money put into developing the game and fixing these things, the known bugs. Oh, but you fixed one thing and 10 more break. Okay, that happens always. Other companies figure out. Why not in this case? Because there's not enough invested in exactly doing that. See you on our next video. Take care.